tell you what, let's just go ahead and give this a start. I think we are live, yes. It looks like I have the green lights. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream of Planet Coaster, where we get to try our best at detailing out what we have going on here lately. How is everyone doing on this fine Sunday? I'm going to zoom out a little bit so people have something interesting to look at while we get ready. Ignore the mess, by the way. That field is a little destroyed. Hello, Jack Bernard. Hello, Mr. Potato, as always. Hello, Andrew Kit. Stanley Killer. How are you? Everyone's doing fine on this fine Sunday? That's good. It would be a shame if no one was doing fine on this fine Sunday, on this fine afternoon. Hello, Chaser Gamer. Hello, Edchin. Hello, Lord Tachanka. Yeah, the stream is starting. We are here. We get to try, and I'm going to be working a lot on the interior of the building we built last episode of Planet Coaster on our cafe. I want to try and flesh that out and hopefully show you guys what it's kind of like to build an interior of a building. It is a pain to do, but totally worth it in my opinion. Even right now, I do have the park open just so I can see how guests are moving in and out. And just seeing them go inside of a store and then come out, I think is just a wonderful sight. So that's why I want to focus on getting an interior built so that they have something hopefully good to look at in there. I did also sink some trash cans into the tables over here. I don't really like that too much just because it does widen up the base of these tables. They're not just sitting on its wooden pole anymore, but they do avoid them now, or for the most part. They do clip a little bit into the chairs, but overall, that's alright. You wish they gave you a little bit more room for parks and Planet Coaster? Like, if you take a look at how much we have built, we have a giant parking lot. We have a nice entrance way, and you can see the terrain sculpting of what will be eventually the different areas of the park, kind of roughed out. But even then, I mean, the park edge is here, and then up here, and down here. So it's a fairly large space, especially if you go into a crazy amount of detail. It's going to take us probably a better part of a year to finish this park. So the audio is only coming from the left ear. That's odd. You might have to check your audio balance. How is the sound, by the way, out of curiosity? Let's see. I mean, even with that giant parking lot, it's pretty hard. It's going to be hard for us to fill out the rest of the park, so it'll be interesting. Sounds great. Sounds great. Only from left ear. Speakers have no ears. That is true. It could also just. I haven't changed anything on my end. What's the piece count at right now? I don't know what this area is. I know the parking lot is 80,000. So that's, you know, that's currently where we're at. It takes a little bit to select all this, so I'm just going to wait. But I mean, this building here's a little under 4,000. This one's 4,800, 26, 29. Another 900. This one's 1874. So, you know, if you kind of add all that up together, we're probably sitting at about 15,000 pieces right here. And I don't know audio balance. I haven't changed anything, so you guys might want to try, if it's more loud in one ear or whatnot, try just going into your own settings. Still feel like the park, like Cedar Point, they're bigger than the room they give you, but maybe that's just you. Maybe. I mean, a lot of real life theme parks are very spread out. But we're trying to make compacted things. Try and throw in as much detail as possible in the little bit of room, I guess. You should maybe make the backstage buildings go away green like the real life parks have. Most parks with the backstage area, at least that I have seen, generally have kind of like offices kind of colors back there. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Holy crap, my cat is freaking out. Stop. Stop. Okay. Oh, your mom said no. That's fine. Okay, so the interior. This is what the interior is that we have to work with. It's going to be a bit of a trouble, but I think we can do it just fine. The hard part is to try and cover up these stalls. Now, the problem with these stalls, in my opinion, are the fact that they're closed-in boxes. It's really hard to kind of integrate a proper storefront to your buildings. So we're going to have to make a false wall here and then build little things off of it, most likely. So let's just hop right into that, I guess. And the interior, too, we can do a bunch of some simple kind of details, I think. So we'll drag this up to here. And here, and we'll seal this in with just a final little bump there. So that'll be a base. We're gonna build off a counter here. So when am I uploading the new Timber and Stone video? Oh boy, since I've gotten my new PC, I have not started up Timber and Stone. I need to do that. First things first, I'm gonna close down the park, because if we close that down, I think that'll help because of the people getting in our way. So everyone leave. Please leave Alpine Odyssey. Off you go. Off you go. Where you're closed. And you can watch people leave. And they do just enter into that lower metro area still. Oh well, Tom Bohr, how are you? Why am I only a smallish YouTuber? I'm great. Well, I'm glad you think so, but every YouTuber starts small, so it's not really a concern. Change the food store to a donut store? I agree. I actually wholeheartedly, yeah, I'll change that. I'm well, Zion. How are you? Yeah, so we'll do that. So shops and facilities, food. I don't know. Energy / soda juice, smoothies, water, shoebox coffee. Is there no donut store? I thought there was. Oh, this looks good. Thank you, Matt Smith. I've been building it for the past month or so. Is it Missy Goods? I feel like it's Missy Goods.
Missy Good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's this one. I need to change our grid size so they actually fit. There we go. Yeah, donut shop. That'll work out. Okay. Yeah, for the people who are just joining us who might not know what we are building, this is Alpine Odyssey. This is our very large, somewhat realistic theme park that I'm working here in Planet Coaster. We have a nice kind of Alpine-esque entryway into the park, kind of clashing with this bus stop. We have a little bit of a highway system. We have things of, well, there's a lot of open space to detail out, but that's less important than actually building the park, so we're kind of holding off on that. We have our pretty cool ticket booth for parking spots out here, and some cars that we've built over the past month of live streams. We've been designing these things. Once you go through there, you know, you're greeted with a proper parking lot. We have our bus depot. We got our just other parking lots spread across with some plazas, bus stations attached to these, some proper parking garages, and we get some cars parked in here. Yeah, no, this park gets a lot of people in it. We have 0 rides, and we get 3,000 people just from the decoration. The amount of parts that we have in the park increases the decoration count so high that our park rating is 2,215. So, how many parking spaces do you think we got? We got, boy, that's a good question. I have no idea. Not a single clue on that. Okay, back in here. Yeah, and also the entrance has 4 ways in and out. So there's an entrance here, there's 2 in the center, and 1 on the right side. You know, I want to try and keep the flow in and out to be a good amount. Count up the parking spaces? Nah, that's just too many. Do you have any tips on making foliage easier and faster to do? It's actually the fastest way to do it is not make it part of a building. If you take a look, and you don't want to use a line to surface, and if you just hold space and just slightly set into the ground a little bit, it's not going to change anything. And as long as you just occasionally rotate it, you're generally pretty fine off on getting everything kind of placed quickly. And so generally what you do a low layer of foliage, and then it gets thicker the farther back away from the initial line is. That's kind of the best way to do that, in my opinion. Most parks will make the backstage buildings walls light green because they blend in more. It is a color you notice the least. Yes, I would agree that would be the color you notice the least. But I want my backstages to also to be standing out for us. The NPCs don't notice these things. We do, and so for me, I might make it more of a dull gray. But when am I gonna do a City Skylines live stream? I'm gonna maybe over the next couple of weeks. I'm doing well. What's the hardest thing about building the interior? Space. There's just not much of it. So you have to kind of, there's 2 ways to build interiors for buildings. You can either do a shell of a building and then have a box inside of that that's actually smooth, and you don't have to worry about the 2 clipping. You have like this gap in between the 2, and it's like 2 layers of shells. So a building within a building, essentially. The second way is this, which is 1 big building, and you just want to try and keep the part clipping down. You don't want to use too much part clipping, and that way you do have some leftover room for an interior. And what we're going to be doing is essentially building a false wall on the interior as well. You guys will see that in a second. But otherwise, your interiors, you can see, they just become really messy, like this. Hello, Sonic325. Hello, it's me. It's me talking to it's me. And, oh, wow. Cool. We're starting out straight into the gay jokes. This is great. Amazing. I'm glad the internet has ceased to amaze me in some fashion. Okay. Unless you're using the gay happy term, which could be. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, so I need to build a false counter, essentially, across here. So we're going to use this as somewhat of a granite type texture. Very common. You guys don't have to constantly say hi, just interact in chat and I'll talk to you. You guys don't have to worry about that. Alright. I'm well banned 777. How are you? Alright, and we can just do some brickwork down here just to break up. Yes, I do, Dave. I do have how you say girlfriend. All right, loving the build, Jamie. Thank you. I'm your second favorite YouTuber. Well, that's fine. I'm glad I'm even on the list, so hey, there you go. I will ask if you guys are going to use humor in any way. At least try and make it smart humor. Because I don't want to read things that drop my IQ too much. If you had enough knowledge and money to build a theme park in real life, would I do it? Probably not. Too much work. How old am I? I'm 27. Do I have a mod to block people? Not yet. I am thinking about getting one eventually. Yes, this is going to be a detailed interior. Probably overly detailed to the point to where we're going to spend 4 hours making it. And the hard thing too with these interiors is just that you don't have much room to do part clipping either. Make a toilet? We do. We have a restroom right here. So you can see right there. Why did I do the face reveal? I've revealed my face on YouTube before, Potato. People just have to find it. And I bought a friend's t-shirt that he made, so I sent it to him. Say your name? Okay, Lucas Southwell. How are you? Vegas casinos have theme parks? They do. In a sense. Fire station medical clinic? That's a bit of a minor thing. That might be more kind of towards the backstage. Am I an otaku? I mean, I'm a nerd, I guess, but sure. I like anime and manga. Yeah, the wooden look for a coffee shop, I think will be pretty good. I'm gonna try and make some sort of display case here, though. So let's find something that we can use to do that. I think probably this will be best. Because I don't want to have too much stuff. Alright, well, there we go. We'll just, do that. Alright, I warned you. If you guys want to make fun of me, at least make it smart sounding. It's not hard. It's really not. Small security. Yeah, that's definitely an idea. So like all those things will be in the backstage area. So if you think about like any utilities or things like that, we're going to have buildings along all these main streets, and each building is going to have like a box attached to it, essentially, that's going to represent a backstage of some kind, whether storage areas or what have you. So, you know, it's just how it is. And I will, you know, warn you guys, like, there's 100 of us here. Like, if you can't play nice, if you can't do anything like that, I'm just going to have to start muting people, which is fine. Doesn't bother me any. But if you're actually here for some entertainment, sorry to disappoint. Can I make another coaster station bay? They are great to work with. Maybe eventually. When I have a little bit more time on my hands. You gotta go? Okay, well thanks for stopping by. Yes, there should be some ATMs around the place eventually. So that is something we need to do. Okay, so this is going to go there. And there. Some self-made park map info points would be cool to do. What got me into Planet Coaster? To be honest, I don't know. I was doing a lot of building games kind of back in the day, and then I saw this as something that you could really build anything in, which is pretty amazing. It's a coaster building game that has more building utility than any game really ever. Like, I think even so, more so than Minecraft. So it's pretty impressive. But we could do like little information signs, like "you are here" kind of points around. So that'd be cool to do. You should make a menu between the shops. Yes, I should. Will you add only custom rides to the park or even the normal ones? If you do both, will you add theming to those rides? I'll be using, the normal flat rides in the park that the game offers, and then I'll be theming those to match where they are. Build King's Dominion. That sounds like a familiar theme park, but I've never been there. My PC specs are in the About section of my YouTube page. Where do I come from? Cotton Eye Joe. I originally am from West Virginia, here in the United States. So that is where I come from. I currently live in Maryland, though. It's fine, Andrew. I really don't care what your opinion is the issue. So, there we go. It's only green. We'll dye it. I'm just too lazy to pick the color. It's really just going to be like a black kind of color. I mean, it's just a display case over here. You guys been to Starbucks, you've probably seen these before. Greetings from Vienna. Vienna from where? Because I had a place in my hometown called Vienna. So, which Vienna would that be? 64 gigs of RAM. That's a boatload. Yeah, it's. I have 1 or 2 gigs to spare, I think. Train or no train? If train, which one? We will be using not the Coney Express, the other one. The Iron Horse one, I think. I don't quite know what its name is. Greetings from New York City. Wow. Happy to have you. Just slide this down so you can see the top still. You said one of your videos that you're not that skilled in building coasters. I only have a videos. You have coasters spanning the whole map? That's impressive. Yeah, coasters for me are pretty hard. It's mainly I just have no idea what I'm doing half the time. And I'll definitely check them out. Sounds like fun. Ah, the Jersey Shore. Well, being from West Virginia, I think I have to automatically hate the Jersey Shore. Greetings from Belgium. Well, thank you. Welcome. Zion. Hello, Caden Brown from Florida. Florida's a place I wouldn't mind moving to. Does the game have water park stuff or a small water park section? No. You have to build your own. And it's not going to be useful. Like, your park guests really aren't going to go there. But if you guys watch Quality Beach at all, from delay designer Rudy Corrales and another person who I don't remember their name. They have a nice water park there. Am I going to build the inside of the chimney? You're talking about like the fireplace over here? I might do like a little bread station over in this section. So if we do like a little bread counter over here, I think that would be cool. And then everything else is kind of just going to be seating. We're also going to have kind of whitewashed walls, I think, with a wood footer and a wooden crown molding going across, I think. How am I going to make glass? You can't make glass. So, this is technically a glass building. So this would be covered in glass, but just leaving it open is about all we can do. So you can't do that. Have I been to any UK theme parks? Nope, never left the country before. Well, I've been to the Caribbean, but that's not really leaving America. Corrales will be back whenever he feels like it. Planet Coaster is a tough game to really stay inspired with. Like, it's not easy to build this stuff all the time. You're from Singapore? Man, I would love to go to Singapore. Is it true that Singapore, you can't chew gum? I think that's a thing. What's my favorite YouTuber? Oh, that's a tough question. Probably the Joe Rogan podcast. It's the thing I probably watch the most. Go to Alton Towers? Sure. Fighter from Horse Fighter? I don't know. I don't know what Horse Fighter means, but Horse Fighter, I guess. You should build a supercar? I mean, I've kind of built one in Scrap Mechanic before. Hello, Chris Pinto. How are you? I'm not going to do shout-outs whenever people ask it, by the way. I'm just directing when we look around. I need a bauble. Because we need things that look somewhat like a drink. What are my thoughts on Volcano Bay? I don't know really what Volcano Bay is. So, no thoughts. Okay, let's just do that. These are going to be little pastries, I think. So we're going to do like a light bottom, and then that changes purple to like a dark kind of brown, I think. There we go. And then we get little pastries in our display counter. It was built in the 1930s. I should build a... Volcano Bay is the new sub-park in Universal Studios. Never been, so no opinion on it, really. Okay, so there is that. What can I use the bottom for? I guess I could make these into like little plates. So they're not just sitting on their base there. You only hear me in your left ear. That's interesting. I'm getting a lot of people kind of saying that. I don't know what's causing that. If you guys are only hearing me in the left ear, there's not much I can do about it. I can go into settings maybe. Output. It doesn't say which direction this stuff is going to be outputting to. Are you guys using headphones maybe? I don't know. I get like some people saying it's fine, some people saying it's not fine. Okay, let's flip this around. You can hear me out of both, but it's much more quiet in your left. Well, at least you're going to get new headphones from this adventure. At least there is that. So you can thank me later for that. My mic is right in front of me. So these are going to be like little croissants. I guess croissants. I can get the color to look kind of right. Third ornament from the end can Can't tell if since you're on the TV. I'm not wearing headphones, but my right ear can hear you. Okay, I hear you everywhere. It's a little creepy. Yeah, if you're hearing me inside your own head, you might want to go seek some help. Here, let's device default. Yeah. Properties. Default. Settings. Croissant? Yeah, well, this is America, where we just say croissant because that's what we'd say. Okay, so other than that, what other really small pieces can we potentially use? No, that gives off light. Come to Singapore? I would love to. There's a really great kind of graphic design school there that I would love to go to. Do I have multiple microphones plugged in? No. Come to the Netherlands? Experience all the virtues of Western society? Well, you know, if you guys say so. Why are the candies so big? Can I just have a small candy? I think that's good. Put the left earphone into your right ear so you'll hear them through your right side. You have a problem. Okay, first little kind of display stand done. We're gonna do like little shelves, I think, in this lower area. Everywhere else, so maybe they don't kind of clip through too much there. Let's see. What should you build in No Limits 2? I don't know. Something with no limits. Give that a shot and get back to me when you have an update. Vape Nation? Yeah, totally Vape Nation. We got beer, we got nice friends, fried snacks. Have you ever tried the frickin' I can't say that. Vape shop? Nah, I don't plan on having a vape shop or anything like that. This is a family-friendly place. Ooh. Maybe just some sort of pattern on here. Will be handy. Fry Kendall. Free Kendall? Yeah. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And I don't even know what it means, so I could be cursing like a sailor right now. Cigar shop, Disney has them. Well, I would like it. Do you think Singapore is in China? I don't believe it is. I thought it was more like an island place, but I don't know. Build a wooden coaster when you do your first coaster because it's more easier to do it at first. Maybe. Our first... Look, okay. Stop just saying the same thing over and over. That's really annoying. Don't do that. So, our first coaster is going to go over here on this kind of raised up terrain. Don't quite know what type it's going to be yet. It's going to try and interact a little bit with the stream that feeds into the lake of some kind. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out, but we'll get there when we get there, essentially. This is going to be a, I mean, it's going to take a while. I'm going to do interiors of every building that is an actual shop. So, you guys are going to have to excuse me, but this is, it's quite the large project to do full interiors like this. Anyways, what could I use as a soda can? What were people saying? I think some type of bauble, some kind. All right, let's get the flooring down. Are you going to use the water special effects for the river and stream? I'm going to be using probably one of the water rides in areas to kind of create that water, and then other than that, we'll see. Yes, interiors on every shop. Look, guys, if we built a parking lot which serves zero purpose, I want the areas that actually have purpose to at least match our parking lot. So, you know, that tiki bar hut at the pool at Quali Beach. I've never been to Quali Beach. I heard it's a really nice place, though. Hello, Joe 2000. Make a giant waffle for the cafe sign. We'll see. Train station. The train station is gonna go... I think it's gonna cap off this street here. Or it might be... we'll see. I want the train to kind of run along the water a little bit when we get there. Yes, there's a new episode of Quali Beach. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out Quali Beach, go ahead and don't do that. Because you'll leave. No, really do it. It's a great series. Waffles? Now I'm hungry for waffles. I haven't eaten yet. I really need to eat before I stream, I think. Need crown molding, I think. Did you catch my comment under the last video? I suggested that you can ask your friends about their locations so you can add buildings from their area. That's tough to do because each building is technically unique to the theme. So, like, for example, if someone says, I live in Texas, but we're not building anything from Texas here, then we're in some trouble. What am I going to do with the right? This open space back here, more Main Street, more shops. This one might be more of a souvenir shop. Make an information station for priority passes if you're going to add it. Yeah, I have some information queues. They're back here. They're just kind of tucked into the back of the entrance for now. Bye, Sonic. I don't know why you licked an orange cat, but bye. There's two versions of Alpine, I'm pretty sure. There's a version that is kind of more seated in America, and then there's a version that is more seated in Europe. Oh, right next to my shop? This is gonna be like the taller main streets. So like the main streets are gonna get more impressive as you go down. So we're gonna start small here, even smaller I think here to the left. And then this one we're going to get like a 3-story tall building with like crenellations and things like that. We'll see. Thank you, Epic Skids. Just joined. Well, thank you. Hope you're enjoying it, Red Cat Jack. Arcade hall, perhaps? Perhaps. That does sound nice. Let's add our floor. Because I need to actually have one. So we'll do wood back here. If I can change the grid size and actually get it to go in the right spot. How old am I? I'm 27 years old. And then we'll do smooth concrete everywhere else, and I can kind of add a pattern to that to make that look tiled, I think, eventually. Yes, Interama is a great series. Strictoaster is one of those guys that, like, the amount he puts in terms of graphics and sounds and the, pretty much everything, which is really amazing. How long do I spend per episode building? About 3, possibly 4 hours, sometimes more. Get rid of the lines on the path? Can't. I just tried. Can't do it. Because it's floating. because this path is technically raised up. It's a raised path. So it's not going to get rid of those lines. Because Planet Coaster doesn't interact well with the terrain, especially the pathing. The pathing really is an issue. So thanks, Epics. Alright, let's keep looking at things. I need a sign, probably. Some menu signs up above, like you guys said. Subnautica. Alright, well, good luck on your finals. Hope you do well. The lines inside? Like, the path line, these are still floating. This is... A lot of this stuff is floating. It doesn't start laying flat on the ground until over here, and that's because I still wanted these staircases to happen, and so they had to be raised up above the terrain. Just how it happens. Also, Planco equals Planet Coaster. Planco is also the language they speak in Planet Coaster. You have dance nationals in 2 weeks. Well, good luck on that. I used to do some swing dancing back in the day in college. Well, that was good times. I miss doing that. Will they ever do paid DLC? I think they already said that they would do paid DLC if it was to add some major features that they couldn't do otherwise. Okay, so we need to get the walls kind of laid out here on the interior. Actually, let's do this vertically. It might be faster. And also I can kind of sink it closer to the wall. What am I going to do to the right of the building next to the shop? It's going to be another building. Don't quite know what one, but it will be another building. Okay, so we're going to do some panels. I could really make an interior tile set if I wanted to, but I don't know how that's going to react to the exterior of the building. But yeah, a water park DLC would be pretty great. Okay, let's do something like this. We're going to make a chair runner. A chair runner is a kind of area that is right next to the wall, and it kind of protects your walls from people kind of slamming their chairs into it when they like scoop back to leave. Oop. Need to actually make sure this is flush to the ground. There we go. And of course, my gyro is just not going to work. Never does. Do I like fried chicken? Yes, I do. Who doesn't? Yes, Strict Coaster definitely plays Planet Coaster. Do I know Takobi? Nope. Total tile count is probably getting close to 100,000. Do I prefer waffles or pancakes? Waffles. Because I'm a normal human being that enjoys texture instead of just mush. Is a YouTuber that streams City Skylines? Yeah, no. You'd be amazed on, like, I might be a YouTuber in a sense, but one, it's a hobby, and then two, I also don't have much time to just watch other people. What kind of waffles? Really, just a nice plain waffle with some syrup and butter. It goes a long way. I heard you the first time, Andrew. But you keep trucking that joke out there. Yes, the American pancake is probably an abomination. I mean, a crepe is pretty good. Crepe is basically a pancake if you think about it. Waffle House or IHOP? Probably neither. I was being honest with you. You just wanted a laugh? Well, you have to actually make something that's funny. Like, I'm a very dry humor person. So to get me to laugh, it's gonna have to be pretty interesting. Try British pancakes? Yeah, the crepe is pretty good. I also like savory crepes. I live right above a crepe shop. So I can go down there and get some ham. Ham and cheese kind of crepes. Imagine multiplayer Planet Coaster. I would be afraid. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate Universal over Disney? Don't really rate them like that. Mainly because I don't. I've been there once, so, and that was when I was 10. So it's been a good, 17 years. We need pictures on them walls? Yeah. I'm not really Ridley, though. I'm not going to sit there and do a painting. I mean, I have a painting degree, don't get me wrong. I could sit there and do a painting, but not something I want to do a whole lot. Another downside is, since we have all this part clipping, right, guys? We're going to have to do something different to get this stuff to make some sense. And that was wrong. Trains or planes? I like me some good trains. But, in terms of speed, get me on a plane. Have I been to Colorado? Nope. Farthest west I've been is Arizona. Build a McDonald's restaurant for that realism, though. Alright, let's select this side and actually get this centered a little bit better. If I do, I'll get sued? Not really. We have a little bit of a jet sticking out there. This is the problem with doing interiors, as I said, is you get weird things. But that tree is covering that up pretty well. Come to Scotland? Oh, I'd love to go to Scotland. And Ireland. Does McDonald's count as a restaurant? No, it probably just counts as poison. I haven't had McDonald's in probably 2 years. Okay. Oh, I'll be happy to go to England as well. The Netherlands is better. Netherlands is pretty beautiful. How much do I weigh in kilo? Don't know. I would have to do a conversion, and I'm too lazy to do that. Okay. So as I said, since we have part clipping going on, we had to kind of build a false interior now that is going to hide a lot of this part clipping. So you can see I'm going to bump out this wall, attach it to the ceiling a little bit. And now we can hide the part clipping that was just there. Alright. And then I'll move this over to kind of seal the corner a little nice. So we'll do a triple pole kind of thing here. I am male? I mean, why is that important? I guess. But okay. Oh, you have to go help your oh, well. Congratulations on getting married, though. Hey, Juan, how are you? Alright, let's do this. Yeah, people were asking strange questions, but then again, it's the internet. This is very normal, in a sense. Like, stranger the better, essentially. I might have to hide these vertical beams. There we go. Am I hungry? Of course I am. I'm well, Juan. Just trying to build an overly detailed interior. Just like an overly detailed parking lot. When am I going to end the stream? Of course, as you said, when I get hungry. But also, probably around 2 o'clock. That's generally about when we usually end it. I think last time, though, we went all the way to 3 p.m. Eastern Time, which is a nice stream, almost 4 hours. So, we'll see. Just copy and paste it. I would if the orientation of this building was actually aligned in any sort of fashion. Because right now, the gyro is not going to work with me. And in fact, fidangling with that, trying to get that to line up correctly, would actually probably be slower than just doing this real quick. It is 12:17 for Uthris and Stu. You can make a ROM hack game? Well, congratulations on being a pirate. I hope it feels well. Chad is moving faster through this. You familiar with Top Gear UK and Grand Tour? Yes. The original Top Gear was great. Now the Grand Tour is definitely good. So both is great. I think my favorite episode is the Death Road one, to be honest, from Top Gear. Alright, so we'll just copy this again real quick. Spin that around. Lift it up so we can hide that part clipping. America is in the country? No, America. Now that is the greatest country. What happened to Richard Hammond? Is it doing okay? Did he crash another car? Like, as he does? Is the American Top Gear any good? No, don't watch it. I don't suggest anyone watching that. I'm pretty sure you might be poisoned if you do. He was in a big accident recently? Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Was he driving too fast again? on a weekly basis. Well, you know, if you're prescribing that as medicine, go ahead. I'll have to take a look at it later. I'm sorry to hear that, because he's just seems like a really nice dude. Went too fast into a corner on a hill climb. That's not ever a good thing to do. Car went up in flame. Whoa! Flames! We got fire. Thank you, OB24459 Freddy's. Okay, just making sure the park clipping isn't coming through on the exterior. Okay, we're looking good. Oh yeah, see, like this is what I like. The transition from the exterior to the interior, and then you can just see how smooth it all becomes. This is totally worth it. Okay. Yes, Planet Bro Coaster is pretty good too. Silva's working on something for that. Giant volcano with a chapel. A little on the dark side, but maybe. Bye, Andrew Kit. I really like having this thicker floorboard. I guess with most of my buildings, you guys will probably notice that I enjoy things that are very heavy at the bottom and then get lighter at the top. I just think it goes really well. You should start building the interior on the other side of the walls for the tile set in the future. Well, the problem with building an interior tile set is that it's so situational based on how the exterior is stitched together that it's really hard to make an interior tile set. You can make interior objects, like for example this display case, because it's not really reliant on anything, or our tables and chairs over here, because they're not really reliant on anything. But the tile set it's reliant on that grid, and if things aren't lining up to that grid, then it's really hard to do. Oh yeah, waffles too. I want waffles. How do I get good at Planet Coaster? Just practice, build things. Like you guys can see my first builds, and you know, they weren't the best. What is that? Oh, that's just the corner pillar. How to make a natural looking forest? Yes. So if you've, a lot of games actually do forests very poorly. And that's because they fail to do the wall of green. So I'm going to just show an example real quick, just because it's an interesting question. So when it comes to forests, you're going to have like your kind of main trees kind of sticking out here and there. So your forest, once you're inside the forest, the trees are kind of spaced out, probably a little bit more closer to than what I have here, but because of how much shade they cast, the lower levels can't grow as tall items, right? So you're going to have kind of this fading out of brush as you get deeper into the forest. And then the front side, you're going to get your low-lying bushes kind of really blocking here, because they're fighting for space to grow. Okay, and then at that point, I mean, you can add some color here and there. At that point, you get your thicker grasses out from that. And then you have a little bit of... I call this kind of the wall of green, so you kind of get your nice thick foliage up front, and then on the back side, it kind of dies out, becomes the sparser, shadier brushes. You get some rocks in here, some different textures, and it'll look like a forest. You can also add rocks on the front side a little bit as well. And you can even do some spotty patches just out from it. So you can have some green showing through. So for example, over here, like we have rough grass, some spottiness, and then some denser foliage. Kind of want to break up the surface a little bit. I hope that helps. Have I ever eaten a scone? No. I don't know what that is. Have we determined that dark side has better stuff? I don't know. I mean, what kind of dark side? I don't understand. Maybe I made a reference to something and you're making fun of me. I think the Northeast will get some good pop-up storms this evening. I don't think so. It's not really humid outside. I was out playing tennis this morning and didn't feel that bad, at least in my area. Scone is an English dessert. You eat it with jam and cream. I'm not a big cream person. Maybe the band cream. Now that would be good. Don't ruin scones with jam. Oh my god, your guys are gonna get territorial with scones. Bye, Tom Bohr. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing these heavy beams, by the way, because I don't think this building looks very structurally sound. And the Scones War has started. Let this date be known, 6/11/2017. People are arguing about scones. Click on one of these, that would be great. The light side will get me a free Lamborghini Adventure. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know I wanted a free Lamborghini, but I'll take it, I guess. Get to tile out all this detail, which is different than everything else because I'm using the wrong side of the plank. Of course I am. I think I need to rotate this. Like, why? Why does it feel like I have zero room for these vertical boards? Because I need to space them out. I need to offset them every other one. I don't know what a scone is, guys. Like, I'm out of the scone loop. I don't have any, like, thoughts on this war that you're having with scones, but feel free to fight it out until a vector has emerged. The light side, dark side will be a vector if I don't join either one. Look, I am more like a chaotic good character, so I don't do well with order like that. So you're gonna have to come at me with something better. You just explained scones? I missed it. Where was it? Hold on. Stop. Quick run. Scones are bread cakes, basically. Over here, they're mostly eaten with tea, but because I'm a Scotsman, therefore a heathen in the eyes of English, I eat them whenever. Okay. That makes sense. I don't like tea, so I don't even think I would care for scones, to be honest. I mean, it sounds just like a cookie of some kind. SD70 Ace or SD42, don't know what you're talking about, but probably Ace, just because Ace is a cool thing. No, I don't like sweet tea. I don't like the taste of tea, period. Don't like green tea, don't like sweet tea, don't like chai tea. Well, I guess I can live with chai tea, but it's not that great. Ever been to In-N-Out Burger? Nope. I get the feeling this beam is slightly off compared to everything else. It's bugging the crap out of me. You subbed? Well, thank you for subbing, Illegal. Welcome to the channel. You guys keep trying to explain scones to me. I feel like an uneducated noob. Do I really want to stagger each and every single one of these planks? Is that the amount of detail we need to go into right now? Let me know down below if I should just drive myself crazy by making the interior of this building. Yeah, it may supply some scones. You guys are right. It does technically affect me in a way. Ah, so you guys flavor your scones. And the British use the tea to flavor their scones. I think I'm understanding now the nuance between the North and South. No, Joel, don't get them started again. They're gonna sit there and explain what a scone is. You have fallen into their trap. You are an airport. Well, I hope you're open for business. I mean, you don't wanna... Shouldn't you, like, be having some planes land or something? Like, why are you here? Doesn't sound very safe. Haggis. Haggis would probably be pretty good. I love lamb. Lamb is probably one of my favorite meats. Let's see, your cafe should sell cronuts. They're like croissant and donuts. That sounds good. Do I like flying in a plane? Yeah. Flying is great. I mean, I don't suggest flying into DC airport. Do you think they should make Planet Coaster multiplayer? I don't think that's possible. It would be interesting to see what they can do, but I don't think it's possible. Everyone's PC would break. Let's just get another vertical there because it just looks too long of a white space. My PC setup is in the About section of my YouTube page. But they also have Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, I think, as multiplayer. So if you want to do a multiplayer theme park, that's where one can go. Yeah, it'd be like, oh, Uthers is building an interior over there. Let's just delete it. I mean, there's some problems with that. And also, my friends can't build very well, so I would have to enslave Sovret, and he'd kind of weasel out of it, I think. If you do scones in your next video, can you shout me out as I start talking about them? I won't remember. I will not remember. I'm, 1, terrible with names. 2, I just won't remember. It's a scone. I'll probably say someone suggested scones. And that'd be about as far back as I'll go. What is the thing you're most proud of in this park so far? Parking lot. Look, I am the prince of parking lots. Let me just look at it. It's glorious. Yes, if you guys dislike the stream, fill out the 12-part questionnaire. So, it's pretty cool to go to like the security cameras and zoom into the park entrance a little bit. Alright, well, have a good time, Illegal. Yes, there's cameras. Most people can't run Planet Coaster. They've been doing it better. I mean, it's gotten a lot better. I'm getting 60 FPS still. And we're at 100,000 parts. So, what questionnaire? Well, if you go to Google and just type YouTube questionnaire and print it out, it's a 12-part questionnaire as to why you dislike the video. Print it out and then submit that to me via fax. And when you have that already, I'll give you the fax number. And we'll go from there. To put a camera on the corner of the map so I can take screenshots from the same spot to do a time lapse. Yeah, you'll get that camera grainy effect, but that'd be interesting. Epic's kids, we don't care about whales. This is Planet Coaster. What video card do I have? GTX 1080. I'm well, Aiden Sayers. How are you? They don't have to stop talking. They just, you know, need to be thinking about what they're saying a little bit more. So I don't have to read the same comment 1,000 times. Heard it the first time illegal, but I hope you have fun playing Planet Coaster. It's a good game. Bye now. I'm gonna go over here and keep adding some wooden planks because it's all about the planks. Would you consider buying an EVGA Titan X? Maybe. If I got a free flight to any country in the world, where would you go? Japan. Because I'm a weeboo, and I would love me some nice ramen, some anime, manga. Just sounds like a great time. Plus, it's a very beautiful country. Frontier E3 announcement? Don't know. Oh God, I just want Elite Dangerous to have some features. Please give your game some features so I can play it again. My Python's just sitting there rusting. Press G and we'll remove the lens effect? Really? Is G the hide UI button? Because that'll probably do it. You watch anime? Attack on Titan? That's a little overrated. I like the older stuff. I don't think Titan has a great character development, in my opinion. I hope Planet Coaster gets some DLC. I'd buy it. Do a Japanese coaster? Or a Japanese themed area. Because I'm gonna do a Japanese themed area. Or Asian. As well. But I don't know what you mean by Japanese coaster. Like, is there a stereotypical Japanese coaster to build? It's right. Shift plus Control plus G. Yeah. Patch notes just says G. I'll try that out. Thanks for letting me know. Lupin the Third? Lupin the Third's pretty good. I built his car in Scrap Mechanic, if you guys haven't seen that. Ghost in the Shell is really good. Outlaw Star was really good. Cowboy Bebop was really good. Do you have a season pass for Elite Dangerous? And what are your thoughts on the whole Thargoids and I do have the season pass, which was kind of a mistake to get. I mean, I'm fine with the Thargoids invading again. At least it will give me something to shoot at that's not a pirate ship again. Yeah. Well, look, Bernard. I can only build so fast, so you're kind of stuck with this. My favorite show, TV show, or anime? Because there's a difference. Oh boy. Do we bump out this side more? TV show? Don't have one. I don't really watch TV. Do I care or watch E3 usually? Not really. E3 is kind of, I don't know, it's really cringy. I don't like watching E3. Or use the space you have there to make an ATM? I mean, like, I have an information stall already. Like, we could do, like, a proper kind of information kiosk here with some ATMs on it. But we'll see. I've seen Initial D. I don't like the art style in Initial D, so that's probably why I don't really like it a whole lot. What do I think of furries and bronies? Do what you want. I have zero interest though. So if you like it, go for it. You're doing you. Just you do you. Speak in English, and if you can't speak in English, I'm not gonna talk to you. So there you go. Why won't it let you type TV? Well, you just type TV, so I don't know. There we go. We can get some tables in here a little bit. And a chair. Alright, I have no clue what you're saying, but that's just boring. Yeah, no, links are blocked. I don't have a vested interest in scones, guys. They're a biscuit. It's a cookie thing. Speaking of ads, am I entering the park ad info? No, I don't have time to make that in there. Yes, I've made everything you have seen on screen has been made by me. So, yeah, I made these little cast iron chairs. So we'll do that. We'll put a few more along the wall probably. Yeah. That's the little thing sometimes, so I'll see. Do I play Spore? Spore was quite the letdown of a game. I would have liked to play it more. I feel like that table's too big there. Let's do something different. No sense having an umbrella. Spore, it just didn't quite deliver everything I thought it would. I mean, it's a decent game, but it's by far not like the best game. Have I tried Parkitect? I have tried a little bit of Parkitect. I'm not great at those isometric builds. I'm much more comfortable building in a 3D environment like this. What's the best roller coaster I've ever built? That's a good question. I haven't built many, to be honest, though. It's probably going to be either Gyarados in the Pokemon theme park, or the kind of Nordic coaster, wooden coaster that I made. Those are probably my best ones. Have I ever made a Connects coaster? Nope. Would have, though, if I had a Connects when I was little. No, you can't get anything like Spore. Which is kind of a shame. I wish there was, you know, more games like it. But that would actually like complete the package a little bit better. Because I wanted the tribal phase to actually mean something, and it doesn't really do anything. I wanted the tribal stage to be kind of like the final really open area, and you like really have to work hard to conquer everything, but it's not. I don't know. It was really basic. Yeah, EA kind of just ruins everything for me. You're gonna go eat some fried chicken? Alright. Cool. Yeah, I mean, like, it is interesting, and there have been some really good people to make some pretty cool custom kind of stuff for Spore. Like, some of the monsters people make are just insane. I'll probably build some window frames, but they're not going to be able to be looked out on. You should get Sylv to help you on this park. You can message. Tell you what, send Sylv a message. See what he says. Probably doesn't know who I am, or he just might think I build too many parking lots. Yeah, no, he doesn't know me, Micro Joe. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. You're gonna leave real quick? Alright. Have fun doing whatever it is you're doing. Are Silverite and I friends? You could kinda... No. No. I think he hates me. Silver is good at building, but I make builder details on things. I don't know. Is floating island coaster... What, Valvera? Is that the name of that one? That has some detail to it that I can probably not replicate. Oh, Silver has talked about my products? Oh, okay, well, you know. Yeah, I mean, I would have never been able to talk to Stove before. Silvarat? Oh, I don't know Silvarat. I thought we were talking about this Sylve character. Yes, the internet is an amazing and interesting, weird place. For shits and giggles, you just subscribed? Holy shit. Well, thank you. I offer no shits and no giggles here, but thank you nonetheless. He's one of the best builders in the community? I don't know about that. When you start putting best on people and stuff, you kind of forget about me, and I take offense to that. Sylve is the best YouTuber besides me? Well, thank you. Sylve is, it's okay. He makes some cool things. And PewDiePie? Look, if it wasn't PewDiePie, it would be just someone else in PewDiePie's place. Hasn't Silverite been on one of these streams before, along with another YouTuber? I mean, yeah, Ridley has been on here. I've talked to Silverite a little bit on here as well. Micro Joe, I believe Micro Joe has videos as well. I can't take the curb off the path on the inside of the building. It is not possible because this path is technically floating. Floating paths have to have that edge. They don't have to have the fence, but the edge has to remain. So you can see it's just slightly off the ground. Yes, of course, you make my stream amazing. You subscribed? Well, thank you for subscribing, British United. Okay, so we need, I think, one final beam. Do I do a third beam on this corner here, and then a fourth one on this one here? I don't quite know. Raise the ground under it. The problem being is that that would break 100% of my pathing that I've already laid out. And I don't want to do that again. I hope you understand, but pathing this game brings me no joy. it's center, I think there. Here, let's do settings, go into there you go. Beams seem a little low hanging. Well, if you take a look at the height of the person, and also the fact that we don't have any vertical posts in here, I mean, really, I need to add some vertical posts as well. Because this building would not be standing. Yeah, they're easily a few feet above the vendor's head. So I'm not necessarily worried about it hitting one. Like, even this guy. Like, this is the height difference. It is low. It looks low because of how tall they are, but they are definitely not. Forgot the little supports is the one that are on the middle beam. I'm talking about these little things. That's actually the part clipping through because I used the wrong piece for that. I'll end up probably getting rid of those little foots. Yes, if you subscribe now, you can get free parking for life at Alpine Odyssey. But if you guys want to know where the garages are over here. This is the massive parking lot. Yeah, I like this kind of look as well. It's very heavy. Does that mean you get free parking? If you subscribe, you just earned yourself free parking for life at Alpine Odyssey. Don't tell anyone else that it was already free. You can rename a park worker Tegicam for a guest view of the park. You know, that's actually something I've never tried. So this is what a guest would see, huh? I might do some thinner beams going across as well. I can't say that, so I can't name it that. If I can't say it, no, I'm already locked to the surface. Like, this is technically the guest view. Like, you can see I'm clipping through things. Like, this is actually locking me down. So this is cool. Cafe waffles? I like that idea. We have established that waffles are better than pancakes. If I hold shift, I walk. That's interesting. Here's our turnstile door into the abyss down below. That'll eventually become our metro. Oh, I can zoom in too. Okay. That's nice. So yeah. I mean, like, what do you guys think of this as a kind of the main street ticket area? Is this decent looking? Isn't that good looking enough? I mean, more detail, of course, is always better. No, I'm not gonna name it Cafe Cavivi. Nah. Evergreen Cafe, because pines are evergreens. That's an interesting name. Evergreen Cafe. Cafe scone? Oh my god. Again with the scones. Gotta should just rename the stream to Scone Conversation. Real talk. Are you talking about the park? Because this main street, the buildings, a lot of the buildings are going to overlap this sidewalk. And then you're going to get really walls here to the left, walls here to the right. You're going to go eat now? Alright, well, have a good one. I'm going to be streaming for probably another hour or so. We'll see how far we can get. I still need to finish this interior in one go. Cafe Jewel. I could name it after subscribers and stuff. That would be interesting. Alright, Micro. How old am I? 27? 27 years old. This is too far to the left. Apparently. Name it All Cafe. Thank you, I'm glad you think so. Takes a lot of time to build buildings, but totally worth the effort. Yeah, this'll look better. Oh, well, so this area out here, tell you what, let's go from the outside real quick. Here. So this plaza, I was originally going to use these kind of around. Do I have a career chosen? I guess you could say that. I do have a job. Here, so this is originally what I had planned for these things. But, no, I have a job, a full-time job. I work as a, Is there a way for wheelchairs? Yes, it's right here. This is our wheelchair ramp. So this is our access point. Each side has one. And then that takes you up to the upper level. That's, I don't want everything to line up so perfectly. I want to kind of space it out. There we go. Got a little bit of a loop going on there. And we can re-dye these umbrellas. These aren't even the color that I'm quite sure I'm set on. I mean, it's interesting. It's this kind of red and blue kind of spiral. It's very heavy, though, on the eyes. But if you guys like it, we'll keep it. And then we can add the little chairs as well. But it needs to look crowded. Otherwise, it looks too pristine. Always want to try and slightly angle your chairs. No one ever really pushes it back in perfectly straight every time. Yo, Carl Butler, how are you? Butler. I work with someone named Butler. Yeah, some fancy banners, some flags would be pretty cool. Yeah, so like, you know, from down here, it's not really crowded at all. From above, the umbrellas really block a lot of it and probably make it look a little bit more crowded. But this is plenty open. Like, people have plenty of room to walk here. I mean, like, these chairs, both of these people can scoot really far back from the table and not bump each other. I've been in cafes where I could be as close as I can to the table and have the person behind me bumping into me. So... And then I'll probably run a little path through here a little bit. Just so we can get some people walking by the umbrellas. I think that'll be neat to do. So if I can run a path. Because it's hidden underneath this plaza. So if I can just do this. Something like that. You'll get people to actually walk on this plaza without, hopefully without clipping too much, but the umbrella will be blocking that view. Anyways. At least that is the plan. An ivy arbor over the lower section. That's what I think is missing. An ivy arbor. Are you talking about over the ramp section? Because that's lower. Or you're talking about this lower section? Like this lower plaza area. Because if you think about it, this lower plaza area is kind of like the gathering point. So a lot of family and friends, when they go to a theme park, they kind of go in one at a time, right? And when you do that, on the other side, generally you have people kind of waiting. You know, it's like, okay, well, I'm waiting for my friends to come in. They were behind me, but they got stuck behind someone else, and now I had to wait here. And so if I clutter this up too much, I think it will be just too much, almost. But you never know. We'll see. Thank you, Silverette. A large, tall, fanciful arbor with ivy. We'll see. I'm not against it. Gotta get our little chairs in place first. He knows who I am? Who are you talking about again? I don't know who you're talking about. But if someone knows who I am, I'm thankful. Because I probably know them at the same time. So, like, if they know who I am, there's a good chance that I know who they are. But if they don't know who I am, little lights under the umbrellas, that would be cool. I concur with that thought process. I mean, there's no lights here at all. The only place lit up is the parking lot. Like, if we zoom out and just switch it to night, the park is dead. Like, no one's there. So, I do need to add lights eventually. It's kind of the last thing I do. Because 99% of the time I'm looking like this. Yes, for the people just joining, you have missed the long conversation about scones. Because I don't know what a scone is. I do now, in too much detail probably. Hanging signage on all these buildings would add a lot. Yes, I do want to add all the storefronts. I'm just terrible with names, so it takes me a little while to think of that, and I need to save before we lose 3 hours of work. This park is going to have 3, maybe 4 roller coasters. And I'm afraid to even start those. In fact, since Silverette's here, go ahead, just make me my roller coasters, please. That'd be great. Okay, I need to I want to build some shelves, I think, over here. Let's do some floating shelves. Floating shelves are pretty cool to do. So let's do this. Let's grab, where is that small? There we go. And there. And then we can grab some boards to put on top. That's way too heavy. I need something a little lighter than that. Something that I can sink in a little bit to hide a little bit better. If I didn't have unlimited money, how much money would I have spent? That's a good question. Well, it's year 50 in the game right now. So we're in July 10, year 50, down there at the bottom right. How much money would I have spent? Let's see. So our cash flow has been about 2,000 a month on average over 50 years negative. So at that rate, let me get out a calculator because I'm too lazy to do this in my head. So we got what? 2,000 times 12 times 50. 1.2 million. We have spent 1.2 million on this park. It's actually pretty cheap so far. Look at the park value. Where's the park value? Park value, $263,358.75. I don't think that's quite right. Is that right? I guess maybe we're losing more money because I hired some staff. So maybe the park value is more right. 230,000. Yes, we are doing full interiors on every building that I can get to. Floating shelves. Let's see here. Now, I think that's good. We need to white wall this section as well. Broad good for nothing field of media and communication. Yeah, no, that's super broad. After graduating college, I've realized that degrees don't matter. Like, you can learn everything if you really want to do something without it. And then you just try and pursue your goal that way. Like, I really shouldn't have gone to art school, I don't think. Oh, thanks, Sylph. I mean, I'm glad my parking lot has charmed everyone. It's my most viewed series. It's like, oh, Uthris is building a parking lot. And vehicles. Metal Gear. I should make a Metal Gear. That would be pretty fun. Thinking about it. Do I play tennis? I love tennis. It is, in my opinion, the best sport. The skill level is very high. It's 1-on-1, 2-on-2. Best man win. Or woman, I guess. Can I copy all the planks on the other side instead of placing them by hand? I could. If the gyro wasn't broken when I mass copied them. Because this building is off at a 45, 30 degree angle, the gyro in the game gets very confused. Oh, don't do this to me. I hate how this board gets like thicker and thinner depending on which direction is its leading edge. Alright, so let's quickly delete that. We're gonna grab these and then we're just gonna bump them out a little bit. Make it a scone shop? Oh boy. Will that add a mini golf course to the park? I don't know. I'm thinking about adding a water park. Like watching Quali Beach do theirs has made me want to make one. And I've been to a decent amount of water parks in my day, so I might be able to make a decent one. Yeah, building roads and cities. I spent 4 hours yesterday building one rail line just to get it to go across my mountainous terrain. Like, that was killer. An alpine water park? Well, yeah, it would be pretty interesting to see. I mean, it would only be open during the really hot summers. Have to do this custom because yay interiors. Why did I do this to myself? Alright, what color is this? But I mean, like, even Minnesota, I think, which is way up there, would be would probably still have a water park. And plus you can have indoor water parks. So if you think about it, you don't necessarily need an outdoor hot environment to get a water park to work. Like, it would be cool to build a skeletal structure very similar to the bus stations that I've been doing in a giant dome, and then build a water park on the inside of it. If they added water slides and pools, I'd be pretty happy. That means there's less for either me to build by hand or anyone else to build by hand. As happy as I am to hear someone getting close to 100 subscribers, which is a huge milestone, I don't advertise my channel at other people's locations. Please don't advertise people's channels here. Oh, welcome back, Mr. Potato. Okay. So, I'm assuming you guys want some tables and chairs along kind of the center as well. We'll have to put some trash cans around to try and direct people. But we'll see. I'll have to replace quality slides with real ones. Yes. Yes, you would. It wouldn't be complete without it. So we'll go over. We'll use the round table for out here. Well, I don't think there'll be... I mean, yeah, it'll be conflicting in terms of... I hope they add parking eventually. I never want to make another parking lot again. Gonna save real quick. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that emo pony. Okay, so that's looking good. Okay, we got that. Let's add some chairs. And then we get these in here. What? Yeah, what is a collab? A collage? I know what a collage is. That sounds like some sort... I mean, I don't have a lot of photos with Sylph, so I don't think we can really make a good collage. That's what they're talking about, I think. And plus, Sylph's a very secretive person, as you guys can tell. I have a GTX 1080, a GTX 970, can run Planet Coaster pretty well. Yes, you'll be able to run the game. Okay, so the floor. I'm thinking about tiling the floor. Because look at it, it's pretty plain, right, guys? Like we need some additional things in here. So I need to find something that I can use to tile said floor, and I'm thinking this. The top of the brick is so versatile. So let's do this. Yes, pretty much like a chessboard essentially. Rip frame rate. I'm still getting 60 FPS, Sylph. This new PC, man. Let me tell you, it's pretty nice. Plus, luckily, a lot of parts that I use don't load from a distance, so they actually deload. Was I not clicked on the building? I hate it when I do that. Alright, let's do this. So what color? So I have a white back. And I don't want something that stands out too much because it'll take away from everything else. So we're just gonna go with like a neutral dark brown red. Maybe something a little bit even more neutral than that. Yay for art degree! I can actually mix paints. Look at this, guys. I know how to work a color palette. That's too dark. It also could just be dark due to there's zero lighting in here. Alright. So let's do this. Oh, use the stones in gray and black as grout. So like I could, in theory, do that. That way we have that grout line in between each tile. And then we can just copy it, move it halfway. something like that, I guess. I think that'll work out. Yeah, I don't like that color either. All right, I think this will work. So let's copy our giant stone slabs. And start moving it around. I'll have to kind of trim it to fit. The color also looks odd because I'm selecting the building, so it makes everything slightly blue tint. You know what? I think I'm gonna change this idea a little bit. I think instead of tiles everywhere, I think it'll be more interesting to have just a run of color along the edge of the floor. Because again, that kind of goes with the whole making the wall feel heavier and then the center of the room lighter, I guess one could say. So we'll just run it along the edge. Bye, Benedict. And again, thank you guys who do come out for these streams. You guys are great when it comes to giving me the instant feedback I need while building. These type of things are really fun for me, just because it is kind of a more relaxing way to play Planet Coaster. Generally, it's kind of a stressful thing because I have to worry about the whole video editing and making sure I get everything done kind of on time. Make a fountain outside? I am planning on having a fountain somewhere. Haven't quite decided on its final location yet. Your first stream? Cool, cool. I'm hoping everyone is enjoying it. And I'm happy to get, people I do know from the community here as well. Silverette, Marco Joe was here a bit earlier. There's even, Ridley usually stops by as well. But I think he's really busy working on his contest submission right now. So responded, I'll come over. He's here to plug Quality Beach, that's all. That's fine. And it's first time meeting him, really. Can we say it's canon that the theme of Boondock Saints is playing over the speakers at the park entrance? I don't know that theme well enough to give you an answer, to be honest. Sorry. When it comes down to like movies and shows and things, I am the worst. And then we get the nice division here, right where the wood kind of queue lines form. Alright, let's just copy a whole line section in order to be faster. Here we go. And then we need to make everything else. Copy this over real quick. Copy you. And I think the bathroom will leave that stone. So we're going to end the plaster pretty much right at the bathroom kind of entry area. So we'll stop it about there. Build some sort of arch. way of some kind for this. What are you telling, lady? Are you telling on me for something? What have I done? Is it still a bakery theme? It's a cafe theme. So we'll get that to kind of fade out. Yes, Sylv may or may not be here. Whoever that person is. Okay, well let's try and make this gnat to be quite as patterned. Let's just delete it. This is an easier way. This is a very long wall, so. And I'm not sure if I like these vertical lines the stone makes, but it also kind of looks like wallpaper. Yeah, I just like the feeling of walking inside. Let's quickly add some lights so we can see what that's gonna look like. Let's not do candles. I don't want to have the place burned down. We need some things on the wall. Just over a few tables. The bakery hot crust buns. That's a good one. Congratulations. We might be looking at hot cross buns. I wish we had more wall decor. We don't have many like interior decorations because not many people build them. It's kind of what I'm noticing right now. The Odyssey Bakery. Hot cross buns. That's just campy enough and just loot enough that I just love it. Yeah, a lot of people are saying my mic is favoring the left side. I'm not sure what's causing that at all. And I can't really stop the stream, sadly, to look into it. Do I want little lanterns on the tables? This is a thing my local coffee shop does. They'll put like little candles or something on the tables when it gets dark and actually turn out the lights. Yes, my mic does do directional, and it's forward facing set right now and it's looking right at me. So I don't know what's the deal. All right, how much light does this give off? Ooh. That's pretty nice. I like the orange glow. I love orange lighting, especially for like stores, old-timey places. The white light's cool, but I just like the glow. The color is it's really nice on these. Put lights under the umbrellas. Yeah, you did say that. Let's see about doing that real quick. So these ones, I mean, I can either put them under the umbrellas or I could just straight up. Let's see if I can't. I could like do this in theory and not necessarily have it under the, or I can actually put it on the top part like that. I think that'll look cool. Look at, it also kind of looks like a bug zapper a little bit. So I'm gonna add that to my blueprint just so I don't have to do this a million times every time. So oh, I like it on the ceiling more. I think that looks cooler. Yeah, it does look like a cave, but what I can do is also add windows on this side. I just have to make them line up to the other ones. So, for example, this one, can't do the bay windows. That's tough. But these, I can. So I can just grab them, push them through real quick, and then spin it around. And you got some windows. It does suck that you can't see through them, though. Let's see. This side has no windows because there's going to be a building like bumping up to the side of this, so there's no point in having detail here yet. And the bay windows, I just can't recreate. I could, I guess, at least add a window. At the same height, just so it makes some sense, but that's about all I can do. Put flat windows on the inside of the wall with the bay windows. Nobody will notice. I really notice the bay windows because when you have a bay window like that, you expect there to be like some type of nook on the other side, like a family breakfast bar kind of thing. At least that's what I expect to see on the other side of bay windows. So on this side, I'm just like, there's nothing here. I will center it though, just because it looks better. Can I build the interior of the bay window into my fake wall? In theory, kinda. It would mean the wall would have to start out here, because right now this is kind of bumping right up against some stuff that's poking through to make that bay window. So to do that, like, you would have such a thick wall here that it just doesn't make spatial sense. Not like these windows make spatial sense, or really anything in here, but I think it's better. Fake stairs that lead upstairs. Okay, that's an interesting idea. I mean, I could do that right here. I still need to make more menus and things. Let's do, where's some signs real quick? White. There we go. Some type of chalkboard feel, I think, for these. Make a spiral staircase. That'd be cool. Hello, Geekism. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Maybe large curtains instead then? Is it possible to hide a tiny light source in the window? You could project interior light outside, exterior light inside. Little details make it feel lifelike. Yes. Actually, that's a really good idea. The problem is because the window panes won't glow. So like I'll make it dark. So even if I add more lights right here, it's just gonna make everything else bright. It won't actually lighten up the window panes, which is what I would like to see. So it would work. Like you can see, I have light inside of here now, and it just blocks it. So, but we have lights on these now, so that's a thing. Which I still need to add to the others. I keep like jumping around into areas. It's like, oh, I'll work on this for a little bit. I'll work on this for 2 seconds. I wonder, what does this one look like upside down, I wonder. Does the square boxy one look good? What you guys prefer? Do you like the yellow light or the white light? What do you think? Okay, chat's going a little fast. Okay, can you... I can't say that in Dutch, and I'm getting some people to say don't say that in Dutch. Yellow, 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 orange. You went completely against the grain. Good job. Okay. Sorry, the yellow orange has 1. So that's the color we will use. And a little bit over here. Now, do I? Yeah, I bumped it all the way up. Oh, that light does feel a little left out, but that's okay because it'll get used plenty in other areas. But I'm glad you root for the underdog. I do too. Wait. What am I doing? Like, I can literally just do this. Like, why am I just editing something when I can just copy the one that's already made? That is trippy. If I rotate this, if you guys pay attention to the table spins clockwise, the umbrella spins counterclockwise. Why is it doing that? There we go. This is a ride. It's called the spinning table. No, this isn't a colorable light, sadly. Okay, so that lights up the plaza a little bit. We will be making street lights, by the way. That'll be some of the white lights around. How am I so good at Planet Coaster? Practice. It's all about practice, 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 followed by but just try building a parking lot. It'll get pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of going for, Gerard. Like the very small town. I think was it Rotterdam, Rothersburg, some town that I was kind of mimicking a little bit. Okay, back to the interior. And because you guys have been telling me to do this for the past hour or two, I'm going to actually copy these boards. Oh look, it's a pain. Would you look at that? It's almost as if I saw this coming. Oh boy, it's a little jumpy. Come on, get in there. Oh. I saved about 2 minutes ago. We're good, potato. But thank you for reminding me. Flat ride? Are you talking about the umbrella spinning? Or are you saying that I should actually make a ride? Because this park, it don't need no rides. There. Still get it even closer. And there. Cool. And then we get this. Rides to make a theme park? Nah. Who would do that? Who would actually want to ride something? Wait, you want them one person ride or something? Yeah. Oh! Going straight into the dad joke. Okay. So we have that. That's looking good. This whole area is coming together. Slowly, but it's working on it. Now we have lights. We got that. Let's open up the park for a second. Which is always a bad idea. Are you guys still open? Did he just jump through the roof? Why? Please leave. Leave my store, janitor guy. You guys probably can get a promotion or what have you. You base the interior on a Cracker Barrel? I don't like Cracker Barrel. It is not that good. Rep frame rate? Nah, I'll be fine. Oh, I guess you guys haven't seen what it looks like when they all come out of this tunnel. Hold on, here we go. Wait for the rush. Year 50. They've been waiting 50 years for this park to open. To their surprise, it is just a cafe. There's just a cafe. Well, here comes a few people. A few more. They had to run a little ways. Once we get the monorail up and running, I think it'll be a little bit more interesting to see groups, large groups of people. Well, if they all run this whole distance, yeah, they're probably gonna die. I don't know if you guys can see this, but you can probably hear it. The storm is coming. There is this many people walking through this cavern. Some people really sprinting to get first in line on that bread. A little bit of clipping going on here, but that's okay. Are you guys lost? Did you miss your bus? What are you doing? Whatever. The AI is kind of dumb. Like, they don't even go into this gate. They get there, and then they realize, oh, this one's faster. And then they go over there. Occasionally a person will get pushed through. But that one's faster. They actually go into this one as quick because it actually takes them straight into the store, which is now getting destroyed by the amount of people in here. Yeah, people really like the hot cross buns. Visit my first theme park at the age of 60 or 70. A zombie expansion would be pretty funny. Oh, thanks, Wix. So you can see hot cross buns on opening day is really popular. You know, they really shouldn't have gone for that free for 1 day deal. They're getting overwhelmed, I think, at this point. Holy cow. Okay, let's... I got this. By the way, there's 1,500 people in here, in the park right now. We'll set that to 500, but it's really nice to see movement. It's only on one side. I can't wait until the other side's done, and then everything's done, and then we have a whole park out that way that's done. Basically, I just can't wait till everything's done. Once we get that, oh my god, they're spazzing out. Another stampede of people arriving. It looks the correct amount of busy. Hashtag realism to the extreme. Dunkin' Donuts on Black Friday. Yeah. No one knows what to do. No, we do not have scones here. Hot Cross Buns does not sell scones. At all. Oh my god, people are getting pushed out the wall. Lady, are you okay? You gonna make it? Oh my goodness. Death. That's just death. Why? There is 3,000 people in this park right now. All for hot cross buns. What? And I'm still getting 60 FPS. So that's fine. Leave. Why are they here? I updated it to have only 500 people, but they seem to not want to leave. For whatever reason. I need to use the bathroom. This is joyous. Joyous occasion. When we get more things and people spread out, it'll definitely be pretty cool though. 3,200 people in the park now. You had to close the park? Really? Alright, everyone leave. Hot Cross Buns is now closed for the year. You have bought everything you could. There's so many people. How many people died getting a bun? All the trash they probably left behind. They looted the store. The one janitor just being like, well, this sucks. As they all return to the Underdark. Only to rise up to the surface once Hot Cross Buttons is open once more. Yeah, the two buses, amazing capacity. Like, think about how much room Hot Cross Buns has, times it by 10. Each bus fits at least 3,000 guests. And they show up just because of how much decor is around the park. Like, normally, like, I think a ride generates, on average, 500 people. Or 200. So, Hot cross buns, let me tell you, super popular, that place. We'll just keep it closed. Yeah, comedy machinima. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Right, everyone, back on the bus. See you in another 50 years. Yep. it's a yearly event. Like, yeah. And they look so happy. This guy, not so much. I think he got a little ambushed. I think everyone was asking for scones. He doesn't have any scones. And so he's very confused about what's going on. She's happy, though. Okay. How Cora would look with people in a shop? Well, Cora had 180,000 pieces. This is only at like 100-ish thousand. So, it'd be pretty bad. Hot Cross Buns is forgotten until it opens again in theaters, episode 12 or 13. Yes. Hot Cross Buns is essentially a ghost ship. Like, it only appears off the shoreline every once 100 years. The stories, the people going there. Getting lost. Just pure stampede. 6,000 people. Everyone stole Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, that's why he's super angry as well, or sad. He has to go report that to his manager. Yeah, it's basically a block on a stick. Like it's a very stone texture there, with some side bristle going on. Yeah, the hot cross bun is essentially the Flying Dutchman. Maybe there was a good Pokemon to catch. We'll never know. Pokemon Go reference. Hot Cross Buns in partnership with Pokemon Go's now Pokestop. That's how Welsh cakes were made. They just flattened them into scones. Oh, that was enjoyable. I'm glad you guys got to see that. Because usually I get to see like the rush happen by myself. And I've never seen that many people. It's usually like 500, but my goodness. That was too many. Okay, other than that, grab this a little bit. This is going to be like our divider between the bathroom area where people have been stampeded over to get to. Obviously, they really had to go. Does it look like a little flame? A little bit. It has that little wisp going on there. Yeah, 300 had nothing on that. Sparta would have fallen over Hot Cross Buns. Like, really, that's what the Persians should have just been after. If they were going to Hot Cross Buns, they would have broken that line in 2 seconds. Just with the sheer body mass being thrown at it. Like, you could have 300 Spartans right here, but you ain't gonna stop 6,000 Hot Cross Buns fans. I'm gonna change this a little bit. Back here, we'll change the texture of the floor. Something like that. Just so each little subdivision of the building is slightly different. This is hot cross buns. What is creating that light? Okay, I have no idea. Okay, so we have all that. Let's do some cross members because they will be important. Probably. I hope so. I'm gonna add that little bit of detail on the roof that we'll probably need. And yeah, these will get full runners. I think that's what these are called. Are these called runners going across the roof like this, or ceiling? Beams. What are runners then? I mean, these are beams, these heavy ones. No, rafters, runners. I have one person calling them beams, one person calling them rafters, and then another person agreeing with me. This is the internet in a nutshell. Like, they're called raptors. I should tell Raptor that. Bulkhead? I think bulkhead would imply these thicker beams, though. It's beams 100% supporting the roof. Rafters is like the roof supports. Rafters is like, well, it was up in the rafters. But runners are, I thought, were just sideways planks of wood, because runners would run on them to like give supplies, and I don't know. Nice, Otis. That was a good one. I would say it, but I would butcher it as well. We named the park after a national park because a play on words, since it's like an alpine area, like Yellowstone National Theme Park, with hot cross buns. There's going to be more areas than just Alpine, though, guys. So the reason I used Alpine Odyssey is because we are in the Alpine region. It's my favorite region. Just look at those mountains. It's beautiful. And Odyssey, because you're going to be traveling. You're going on a journey. So you're going to go from Alpine to Asian to somewhere else, maybe Middle Eastern to something else, theme, maybe a classical American. And you're just going to go around this huge lake. There'll be a train going around on the lake edge itself to take you to different destinations, so people don't necessarily have to walk the whole distance, because it's pretty big. It also kind of looks like a guy jumping in the air and cheering. So that's good too. A journey on Route 66, like the name. Oh, yeah. Roof pieces are called shingles, so these little things are shingles. I hope you add a Eurofighter kind of like mystery mine. See, this is the thing. Unlike Silverette, I don't have vast knowledge of just theme park stuff. In fact, I have little to no knowledge for theme park stuff. So it's kind of a shame. Like a lot of references to like rides and things. I'm just like, yeah, that's a ride. I'll ride that. Is it a parking lot? No? Okay, I gotta go. Is this in-game music? It is the in-game music. I turned it up so you guys had something to listen to other than my annoying voice. I hope you are enjoying it. It also means that I can actually upload this to YouTube without getting a copyright strike, which is always something I'm aiming for. Where will the water be? The water will be in the lake and the little streams coming by them. And we'll spin this around and we'll drag it this way, just like that. Do I have any strikes on YouTube? No. Nope. No strikes. No demonetized videos, nothing like that. But I also want to keep it that way. I agree with the knowledge of parks. I class myself as a keen idiot. Yeah. I'm pretty much in that category as well. I can look at something and be like, that doesn't look right. I don't know why it doesn't look right, but that right there, not right. What about dark rides? We could do a dark ride, maybe 2. They're really hard. What are strikes? Strikes are copyright strikes on YouTube. If you get 3 of them, your channel gets removed. What's my best pickup line? I don't have any. In fact, I'm lucky to even have a girlfriend, to be honest. So, yeah, no pickup line here. I'm just pure weird. So, if, you know, try that. Just be weird. And if you can make a chick laugh, there you go. You have one. There should be a ban on the word GP. Truly mean no offense, but it's a slur. GP. I don't know what GP is. What is GP? Am I old? Am I showing my age right now? GP means general public in theme park terms. See, now I'm just feeling older and older. Showing me the age, Dad. Silverhead's here to troll. Let me just hover over that block button. Here, why don't I just do that? There we go. Now you have responsibility. So if you don't accept it, you may go. Somewhere between the parking lot and park? Yes, there will be a border. So once we build the park, all the backstage elements and everything like that, we'll move on to stage 20. It'll probably be a year down the road, but at stage 20, that is called the wrapping it up stage. And at that point, we will be finishing up a bunch of dead details kind of around the park itself, but also the border between the parking lot and the park proper, because we need to either build some sort of terrain barrier to block some sight lines, also some fencing, and some other things. So okay, so that's how they get inside here. I guess they might need a door to get inside, but really they can just hop the counter for all I care. I mean, this is hot cross buns. We don't take things lightly. Yeah, plain door. What is wrong with the floor by the shops? What do you mean wrong with the floor by the shops? Explain. Go. You have 5 seconds before it catches up to what I'm looking at. What is wrong with the floor by the shops? Oh, wait. By the shops. The shops are in here. If you're talking about this is called Z fighting. And it's the bane of my existence. There is no way to fix this, really. This is essentially 2 items sharing the same space. I can't move this out because it'll clip through the wall here. And I can't do anything with it because I can't move it forward because it won't have enough space. So it's called Z fighting. It's the 2 objects fighting for adherence. And it is scared from people. So like if you guys yell at it and notice it too much, it'll freak out. And now it stops. See? He's calm. But, well, you guys said something again. The floor, yes, that will fix it. But you can see this is literally... like, I can't get it. I mean, hold on. I would have to switch to a single tile thing. You see, you guys, this is an interior of a building. There. The Z fighting has stopped. I'm not a horse fighter. I don't know what that means, kid. Don't know. And if you ask again, boop. Because you've been saying that all day. Testing my patience a little bit. Okay, so that stopped. There we go. Frontier is yeah. Frontier should be at E3, I believe. I think they're doing some sort of thing. I don't know what to do for this interior anymore. Any other ideas that we need drastically for this interior to make it work? Because otherwise I am ready to move on. So let your voice be heard now. Thank you, the Freemasons. I'm glad the Freemasons think so. A little weird that the Freemasons are watching me, but I'm not surprised either. Poster looks good. More light. Some plants around. No, plants. Plants would work. More tables. Well, there's so much part clipping going on here. Like, all the people will be just clipping straight through all these things that I don't know if I want to do too many more tables, to be honest. Plant in a pot. Memory foam walls, so guests can't die. Okay, let's Okay, so memory foam walls. I don't think I can do that quite well. More lights. I can do some lighting. More lights is fine. I wish they had some different hanging lights. Like some proper table lights, you know? Like I don't want to have to use these. I guess we might have to use some box lights, probably. There's no real small items without clipping it through those shelves too much that I can use. Sadly, I can't really add much more detail. There's just not really a great amount of choices there. So that's to the bathroom. And now we can go over here. I guess I can just run a light. The problem with running lights, especially white lights like this, is that it's really going to wash the thing out. There's going to be not much nuance to the lighting. You can see. I'm well, Headshot Games. How are you? And you know, most people aren't gonna be at the park when it's this dark. So we're just doing this more for ourselves than anything. This looks like an interrogation corner where someone goes to die. Always a good thing. Have hanging lights over the tables. Well, we have lanterns on each table. So if we have a hanging light coming down and something going up, it would be too busy. At least over the tables. Where did I put Sylv? In my pocket. I just keep him in there. He gives me ideas from time to time. Nope. Don't like any of these lights. What about this? Why is it turning red? Why is it doing that? I don't know. Something's causing it. That's about all I can say about the whole left ear kind of thing. So, I do apologize if the speaker is a little weird. But, it happens. Pretty normal at this point. If it's not one thing, it's the other thing going wrong in this game. Alright, let's switch it back to day so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, hot cross buns, you know, it's a very dark kind of store. So we'll have a few of these around. Some greenery. Nope. Oh boy, sometimes you gotta really sink these in here. Keep missing. Do you know the light just left of the massive floodlight? Use that for the windows. It really works. Heading out? Oh, you're heading out? Okay. See you, Geekism. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I need a menu outside the restaurant as well. There's a lot of things to be desired in my restaurant. Can we just get, like, some smaller trees and plants, please? I'm a little tired of everything just being so big. It's really hard to work with here. Okay. So we have some greens now. Thanks, William Trotter. Thanks for stopping by. Anyways, let's try this other spotlight that you said that works. So, let's see here. The floodlight next to the massive floodlight. I believe this one. PM. You're talking about this? I mean, it's not making it really, to me, look like the light's coming out of the window. To me, it just looks like the window is reflecting the light behind me. Facing the sign right there. Yeah, we can put a little spotlight on it. It is close, but hey Nick, how are you? Welcome to the stream. What's my favorite movie? I don't think I really have one. But I guess you could just any Miyazaki film, and that'll probably do it. And then this. Gray it out, so it kind of matches the stone a little bit. How many hours have I spent in Planet Coaster? A few too many. Just a few too many hours. I mean, things are going pretty well, I think. Ugh, thanks, Nick. I really like making this stuff. Hopefully we'll get some Planet Coaster going this week again. And we'll get a new building built in... Okay, I said that reverse. More City Skylines this week. More Planet Coaster where we get to try and make a new building, which is great. 400 hours? That's a good amount of Planet Coaster right there. I don't think I have really a crazy amount. 413 hours. So 413 hours when it was on Steam. However, I have all the time when it was in Alpha 1, 2, and I think 3 is when they released the Steam version. And I think I spent more time back then because I was slower at building things. So, I think... Have you ever thought of considering work map design for RPG games? You have a great taste in decorating. I would love to. I think that would be great. If someone's looking, I'm free. I would quit my day job in a heartbeat to go work on a video game. If it paid well. But yeah. Other than that, let's see. I think... Are we at a good stopping point for the day? Or are we... Is there anything else that I can think of that's quick to kind of do? Thanks, Gregory Streeter. Streeter. If I can speak. That'd be good. Thanks, McDron. I mean, really, this is the park. This is the parking lot. Outside menu? Okay. Outside menu. Let's do that. I think, sign. There should be in one... There should be a sign. Missy Good Donuts. So let's add, you know, one of these here first.
Missy Good.
And we need to add the Street Fox coffee version. Is there one? No, there's not. Open the park at the end. You guys just want to slowly watch my PC die. Am I gonna do new vehicles this stream? I would, but sadly it just took a long time to do the interior. Interiors just are time-consuming things. I do need to do more vehicles variants. I think we'll do another vehicle next week probably. I'll definitely focus on that. So let's. Here, I'll turn off maximum guess because you guys apparently like it when there's a billion people in here. So as everyone makes their way through the deep dark tunnel from below, we will go ahead, take a look around. This plaza turning out well. I need some street lantern designs. Not quite sure exactly what to use one here, but eventually this will look good. Oh boy, we need lanterns everywhere. There's so many spots that I need. I need just lights. Have I made a pickup truck? I have. So if you come over here, you can see all of the vehicles we have made. And you guys can think over the next week what other vehicles to add. So we have our bus lines, 3 different colors. We have our 3 two-door coupes. We have our 3 different hatchbacks. We've got our 3 little vans. They're little modern looking vans. We have a box truck, utility truck, gardening truck, and 3 Tacoma pickup trucks. And a little golf cart for security. A Jeep? A Jeep would be pretty cool. Alright, has people made it here yet? Do I have to speed up time even more again? My video card is a GTX 1080 NVIDIA. Actually, let's see, where... Anyone know? Oh, there he is. I need to... My motherboard is on the about section of my video, I believe. So here we are, taking a look. Oh, someone obviously wants to come into Hot Cross Buns, the wonderful coffee shop that we've made. This is kind of what it looks like. I don't know what my mouse is off the top of my head. So we have one guest. Where's everyone else? I'm here to greet you personally to Hot Cross Buns. And no one... Oh, this place is closed. Hot Cross Buns is now open. Please come in and enjoy the time. I'll sit behind... I'm going to act like the person working the register here. So we have one guy in here. We have 8 people, 9 people. Now just keep an eye on this counter here at the bottom as the guest population increases. 13, 15, 18, 20 people, 23 people, 26 people. And, you know, it takes them a little while. They're trapped underground. They have to dig themselves out relatively quickly here. 29, 41. Okay, there we go. 100 people, 130, 150, 160. I wish my subscriber count went up this quickly, because if it did, oh boy, they have arrived. Not much. We're just serving our guests some hot cross buns. You guys haven't missed a crazy amount. Just why? Missy Goods looks busy. It's not busy. You can make it. Just get in line. Hop in line for a little bit. You'll be fine. 369, 455. Yeah, everyone get in line for your hot bun. It's actually Japanese style hot buns. Yeah, this is basically the PewDiePie subscriber count in real life going on. $700. Where is everyone? This isn't even. Hello. Hello. Yes. Welcome. Welcome to Hot Cross Buns. We hit 1,000 people. Yes, the vehicles are only decorations. There we go. We're getting 1.1k people. 1.2. 1.3. And Hot Cross Buns is officially over capacity to the point where people start killing themselves on the wall again. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Got it. Whoa, that guy has some crazy hair. Excuse me. Excuse me. Come in. Hey. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yep. Yep. Looking for a bun. You don't want to get a bun. You don't want to get a bun? Or are they out of buns? I need it inside, please. Thank you. Yep. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yep. Yeah. I own this place. Please let me through. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Alright, good. Alright, here we are. We get to sit in line for a little. Hey, don't cut in front of me, jerks. Yes, there is a way to cap the amount of people that come into the park. Let's just speed up time because we have godlike powers. Yep. Oh. Cool, get my coffee. Go ahead and leave. Yep, really busy. Opening day. Yes, there is a way to save multiple buildings as a blueprint. So, oh, you can see the broom of the janitor here. He's really trying to get inside. Okay. There we go. It literally went from 0 people to 2,600 people. It happens that quickly, folks, here at Hot Cross Buns. Alright, let's, yeah, I'll show you how to save multiple buildings real quick. All you do is you go to the bottom right, multi-select tool, you highlight your selecting of buildings. Once you have that multiple, you can go into the save blueprints. They just can't be more than 4,000 parts combined. So you can do that. Alright, so I think today's stream was successful. If you guys have enjoyed your time here, go ahead and make sure to hit that like button so I know to continue doing these things once a week. Also, go ahead and subscribe if you're new and you want to see more as we go through building the whole park here at Alpine Odyssey. Other than that, thank you guys, of course, for coming out, and I will see you guys in the next wonderful stream next week. Same time, 11:30 Eastern.